10 days to the Vermont 100. What a difference a day makes. There's a high of 77 degrees today. The dew point, I believe, is still up at 70 degrees. So it's still sweaty. So I'm still drinking. Drank about 3 liters here for doing this 10 miler up and down the Great Blue Hill again. So we'll see how that pans out when I weigh myself later. But had a meeting with my an appointment with my endocrinologist today. Told her she knew about the rhabdo already because it's in the same network as her, the hospital is, and she wants me to keep running. Thinks that I would be silly to stop running, and just wants me to hydrate more. So that's my takeaway. That was already my takeaway. So I'm glad she's on board with that. And yeah, so man, like, what do you know? But like, I saw Sarah Hall, marathoner Sarah Hall, who's like, I don't know, 42 or 41 or something. He's like a superhero, as like the world record for marathon in Masters. And she said before the Boston Marathon, she said something like, there's nothing like it. No, she didn't say that. She talked about an untapered marathoner, and what I am right now is a mostly tapered ultra marathoner. And so the untapered marathoner she was talking about was having run a shakeout race, a half marathon. This is the New York half, maybe. And so that was related to what I'm trying to say here, but not the same thing. What I'm trying to say is that I'm actually tapered here, or in the middle of it. And man, I feel tough, dude. I feel like on top of the world right now. I can't believe how strong I feel. I feel like I'm dialed in with all the stuff that I need. I just got this shirt. I felt like I needed to get a white one instead of a black one for the weather. The heat, the sun. Just felt like anything I could do to help myself. I got another hat with a, neck shield on the back of it that I should have worn today, and I will next time. I also got some more shoes so that I can change up shoes. These are used at REI, and new socks, dude. This is the brand of socks I like, this runner brand. I only have this hat, and the socks are the only runner stuff that I have, but I like these socks. So I bought them. I noticed they had a 50% off sale the other day, so I bought 2 more pairs of those. So I've got 4 pairs of their good socks, and I've got 5 pairs of shoes that will work for race day. So if it's humid as heck, like it's been, that means that, I just keep looking around because I'm not sure if anybody's walking up on me. If it's humid as heck, that means I'm going to soak my socks and my shoes through pretty quickly. So I'm going to want to change them up regularly. And so I'm going to try and change them every 20 miles, and get a foot bath at the same time. That's my goal, roughly every 20 miles. I don't know I haven't actually put that into the spreadsheet yet for where that'll actually happen, like what aid stations and whatever. But that's what I'm generally going to aim for. And I think that I might be able to dry out. They might be able to dry out. My crew might be able to dry out a pair of socks, like the first pair of socks I wear, between, mile 20 and mile 80 by hanging them out in the sun if it's a sunny day. If they can't, so be it. I have several other pairs of socks that I can wear. I just prefer these ones. And so by the time I get to the end of the race, maybe I'll just go back to a wet pair, like if that's what I have to do. Whatever. In any event, you get the idea. I'm trying to minimize the risks to my feet. I know it's feet and gut are the sort of big things that I got to worry about in pacing to make sure that I'm actually going to complete this thing. So gut, I've been drinking the fluid and eating the gels at the rate that I need to during the race, even though I don't need to for training, at the rates that I've been training. So I'm just going to keep doing that. And then I'm also going to, what was the other thing? Feet, I already talked about that. And then pace, pace. Pace, I'm going to shoot for a 24-hour pace right off the bat, and I'm not going to let myself leave any aid station until I'm I'm on no faster than, so I'm just going to leave aid stations, all of them for the first 6 hours, because everybody says 6 hours is sort of your warm-up period in one of these. So for the first 6 hours, I'm not going to allow myself to leave an aid station faster than 24-hour pace. So I've got that written out. I know what time that would be for all of them. And I know also what it'll be for 30-hour pace, if that's what I decide I should do. If it's going to be 1 billion degrees and 1,000,000,000% humidity, maybe that's what I will stick to for the first 6 hours. And maybe beyond that is the 30-hour pace. But goal number 1 is to finish the thing. I gotta finish the thing. I'm gonna finish the thing. And if I can't finish the thing, then so here's my A goal, B goal, C goal. A goal is under 24 hours. B goal is under the cutoff, which is 30 hours. That'll allow me to start submitting the lottery for Western states. I want to do Western states someday. I think you're going to have to, for the lottery, you basically got to play it every year for a decade to actually eventually get in. Maybe it'll happen faster in a decade, but you got to plan for a decade. And I think within a decade, you are almost guaranteed to get in the way that lottery works, but you do have to apply every year. So I want to get started in that decade. So I need to finish in under 30 hours, but because this is my first 100-miler and maybe it'll be hot and whatever, this is going to be my first try at one of these, I'm going to assume I'm going to acknowledge the fact that I might not finish. But what I want to make sure of is that I go out by way of cutoff rather than by my choice. So I don't want to drop at an aid station and say, I'm done, I'm out, I tap out. That's not something I want to do. That's my C goal, is to not do that. My C goal is to not leave an not get to an aid station in time to let me get out of that aid station under the 30-hour cutoff when they start cutting me off. That's my goal. So that's enough for today. 7 minutes is good. And I am so relieved it's not hot today. I'm actually I might even have goosebumps on me right now. It's a little cold, a little chilly. But I'm going to go get in the car and I'm going to drive home, and then I'm going to come back out here and I'll do this again today, being, like I said, 10 days out. It's Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? It's Wednesday. So tomorrow's Thursday, and then I got Friday. Over the weekend, I'm going to be up in that area, on the New Hampshire side of the Connecticut River, as I said yesterday. So I'm going to get up there and do some more stuff up there and get used to the climate and the roads, the dirt roads. I'm going to run with my gear on the dirt roads for a little bit. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. All right. Bye. I wasn't there the other day.